The question number 21. The Castle of Otranto is an example of. Correct option is A. Gothic fiction. The Castle of Otranto is an example of Gothic fiction. Question number 22. The City of Dreadful Night, a long poem depicting the late Victorian sense of gloom and despondency, is written by. Correct option is C. James Thomson. Again, I am going to read this question. The City of Dreadful Night. The City of Dreadful Night is a long poem composed by James Thomson. Now, the question number 23. Which of the following novels by V.S. Naipaul is set in Africa and carries echoes of Joseph Conrad? Correct option is B. A Bend in the River. A Bend in the River is a novel by V.S. Naipaul. Is set in Africa and carries echoes of Joseph Conrad. A Bend in the River. Now the question number 24. The Rape of the Lock. Belinda's lapdog is named. Means we have to identify the names of the Belinda's lapdog. And the correct option is B. Shock. Shock is the name of Belinda's lapdog that is mentioned in the Rape of the Lock that has been composed by Alexander Pope. And the question number 25. You Can't Do Both is a novel by. You Can't Do Both is a novel written by. Correct option is C. Kingsley Amis. Kingsley Amis is the correct option. Now the question number 26. The character Nathan Zuckerman is associated with the fiction of. Correct option is C. Philip Roth. Philip Roth, who has written a fiction in which Nathan Zuckerman, this character, is found. Now the question number 27. Plato censored poetry because he believed it. Option number B. Promotes sensuality. Plato censored poetry because he believed that poetry promotes sensuality. Okay. Then question number 28. Which of the following Tennyson poem is a dramatic monologue? And the right option is D. Tithonus. Tithonus is a dramatic monologue that has been written by Alfred Tennyson. Dramatic monologue. Okay. Now the question number 29. Now the question number 29. The character given features in one of the following text. Correct option is B. John Ford's "'Tis pity she's whore". Okay, now the question number 30. Which of the following poems features the phrase "the still sad music of humanity"? Correct option is D. Tintern Abbey. Tintern Abbey is the name of a poem which features this phrase, and the phrase is "the still sad music of humanity". Now the question number 31. Molly Bloom. Molly Bloom is a character in James Joyce. Means we have to identify the work that has been written by James Joyce in which Molly Bloom, this character, is found. Okay, now the correct option is C. Ulysses. Now the question number 32. Eliot uses the term objective correlative in his essays. Eliot uses the term objective correlative in his essay. Option number B is correct, that is Hamlet. Hamlet is an essay written by T.S. Eliot in which the term objective correlative is found. Now the question number 33. Seamus Heaney was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year. He was awarded Nobel Prize in the year. Option number 1, that is A, is correct. Means Seamus Heaney was awarded Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1995. 1995 is the correct answer. In this year, Seamus Seni was awarded Nobel Prize. Now, the question number 34. The pamphlet on the Irish condition and address to the Irish people was composed by option number B. P.B. Shelley. P.B. Shelley composed this pamphlet on the Irish condition, and the title of that pamphlet was An Address to the Irish People. It was written or it was composed by P.B. Shelley. Now, the question number 35. Which of the following arrangements of the English novels is in the correct chronological sequence? Which of the following arrangement of the English novels is in the correct chronological sequence? Option number C is correct. Kim, Sons and Lovers, A Passage to India, Brave New World. This is the correct option in which correct chronological sequence can be found. Now the question number 36. Verses on the death of Dr. Swift. Verses on the death of Dr. Swift is written by Jonathan Swift. Option number D. Verses on the death of Dr. Swift is written by Jonathan Swift. Now the question number 37. Widowers' Houses was written by option number D. G.B. Shaw. G.B. Shaw is the correct option. Who has written or who wrote Widowers' Houses? Option number D is correct, G.B. Shaw. Now the question number 38. Who among the following Marxist critics has reconsidered the classic problem of base and superstructure in relation to literature? And the correct option is B. Raymond Williams. Raymond Williams was a Marxist critic, and he reconsidered the classic problem of base and superstructure in relation to literature. Option number B, Raymond Williams. The question number 39. Heteroglossia. Heteroglossia refers to option number B, the juxtaposition of multiple voices in text. Heteroglossia refers to the juxtaposition of multiple choices in a text. Okay, it's a literary term, heteroglossia, and the meaning of this heteroglossia refers to the juxtaposition of multiple choices in text. Question number 40. Margaret Drabble is the author of option number B, The Witch of Exmoor. The Witch of Exmoor is written by Margaret Drabble, or the author of The Witch of Exmoor is Margaret Drabble. Now the question number 41. MacFlecknoe. MacFlecknoe is an attack on Dryden's literary rival. MacFlecknoe is an attack on Dryden's literary rival, Thomas Shadwell. MacFlecknoe is an attack on Dryden's literary rival, and the correct option is Thomas Shadwell. Okay, now the next question, 42. 18th century writers used satire frequently. 18th century writers used satire frequently for option number A, attacking human voices and follies. Satire is a type of a poem in which poet attacks human voices and follies. Okay, now the next question number 43. Byron's The Vision of Judgment is a satire directed against option number D, Robert Sade. The Vision of Judgment is a satire directed against Robert Sade. Question number 44. Tom Paine, The Rights of Man. Tom Paine's The Rights of Man was published in option number 2, 1791. Question number 45. Andrew Marvell's An Horatian ode upon Cromwell's return from Ireland was written in? Andrew's Marvels. Option number C is correct. 1650 means this work was written in 1650. Now the next question, 46. The rime of Ancient Mariner is about? The option number D is correct. The rime of Ancient Mariner by Coleridge is about the guilt and expiation of the ancient mariner. Okay, now the next question, 47. Two Daffodils. Two Daffodils is a poem written by Robert Herrick. Robert Herrick is a writer, or Robert Herrick is a poet who composed this poem, Two Daffodils. Now the next question, 48. Which of the following novels reconstructs the historical events of the Indian Mutiny? Once again, I am going to read this question. Which of the following novels reconstructs the historical events of the Indian Mutiny? And the correct option is B, The Siege of Krishnapur. Okay, The Siege of Krishnapur. Now the next question, 49. England, My England is a poem by W. E. Henley. Option number A. England, My England is a poem composed by W. E. Henley. Now the last question, question number 50. Shelley, Miss P. B. Shelley, was expelled from the Oxford University due to the publication of. Means what was the reason why P. B. Shelley was expelled from the Oxford University? What was the name of that work? And the correct option is B, The Necessity of Atheism. The Necessity of Atheism. Because of this work, he was expelled from Oxford University. Okay, in this way, in this video, I have tried my best to include 30 questions. Thank you.